You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we got breaking news in here, and it's big because David Tepper threw a ever-loving fit coming out of the Panthers locker room yesterday after another loss, but he did not even make it through the season, folks. Frank Reich has been fired by the Carolina Panthers. I'm going to be honest, I thought he was the right hire. I thought he was a pretty good coach for a young quarterback. He's been known as one of the better offensive minds before he became a head coach. And now he's gone. Just like that. And one could argue, did you take the right quarterback? I mean, C.J. Stroud is killing it. And Bryce Young, right now, and I understand that team doesn't have a lot of weapons. It doesn't. And one could question trading DJ Moore away, that's for sure. And the general manager should have to answer for some things too. You surely don't allow the general manager to hire another coach, right? The Carolina Panthers have fired head coach Frank Reich. It was announced Monday. The Panthers have a NFL worst 1-10 record, including an 0-6 mark on the road, and are assured of a 6th straight losing season since David Tepper purchased the team in 2018 for $2.27 billion. By the way, he's starting to look like the worst owner this side of Jimmy Haslam. I mean, this guy has been a disaster since buying this franchise, by the way. Quote, I met with Coach Wright this morning and informed him that he will not continue as a head coach of the Carolina Panthers. Tepper said in a statement, I want to thank Frank for his dedication and service. We wish him well. This was right after this, folks. You see this? This was yesterday. Thanks, New York Post, for the ad. Panthers owner David Tepper has a furious tirade as Frank Reich's seat heats up. There's one word to describe the Panthers season, F. Dropped a big old fat F-bomb. Panthers owner David Tepper said while leaving the locker room Sunday, according to The Athletic, after the Panthers fell 1-10 with a 17-10 loss to the Titans, and the Titans are no world beaters, folks. That's the thing. They're losing to bad teams, too. Fox's Jay Glazer said yesterday, that actually back on November 19th for over a week, that his seat was getting hot. And then Will Kunkel of Fox 26 in Houston reported Frank Reich's seat was on fire. Well, he's gone. He's gone. And your new franchise quarterback looks terrible. He looks terrible. He looks like a certified bust. Let's keep it real. Now, the problem you've got is supposedly David Tepper was the one leading the charge to draft him and not C.J. Stroud, who is killing it with the Houston Texans right now. And they are fighting for a playoff spot. With Wright calling the plays on offense, the Panthers on Sunday scored 15 or fewer points for the 5th straight week and for the 7th time in 11 games. Quarterback Bryce Young, the number 1 overall pick of the 2023 draft, Carolina traded 2 first-round picks and star wide receiver DJ Moore to get, ranks last in the NFL in total QBR and has been sacked 40 times. Tied for the 5th most by a player through his first 10 games since sacks were first tracked in 1963. Let's just look, guys. This is PFF's quarterback rankings right now. Their quarterback grades. Bryce Young is the 35th out of 36 quarterbacks in the league. 1, 2, 3. Zach Wilson is 4 spots higher. Is 4 spots higher than Bryce Young right now. And the thing that would concern me the most when it comes to Bryce Young, besides just his lack of size and the fact he looks tiny, is the one thing I thought he would have is natural completion percentage. 61.7% completion percentage in today's NFL is not good. That is not good. He's got one more touchdown and interception. 9-8 and 1,877 yards. And I think there were people out there that presumed that he was going to be a dual threat quarterback, and I knew he wasn't. I watched every snap he took in college. And he was not really a fast quarterback. He's somewhat elusive, but he's not fast. What are you going to do? Wright said after Sunday's loss to the Tennessee Titans, you're 1-10. Are you going to feel sorry for yourself? Is there something that is going to magically fix you? No. Special teams coach Chris Tabor has been appointed the team's interim head coach, with the offensive coordinator Thomas Brown will assume play calling duties with the help from senior assistant Jim Caldwell. My God, if I'm David Tepper, I'd have doubled Jim Caldwell's salary and named him the interim head coach if he would have taken the job. That guy did a hell of an underrated job with the Colts. According to the ESPN stats and information, there have only been 6 NFL head coaches since the merger that didn't finish their first season with the team, with 3 of those instances having come in the last 3 seasons. Urban Meyer, Nathaniel Hackett, and Frank Reich. Wright, who was fired by the Colts as head coach November 2022, was hired to a 4-year deal by the Panthers to succeed Matt Rule. Frank Reich was 40-33-1 during 4+ seasons in Indianapolis, was 1-2 in the postseason. Wright went to 4 Super Bowls as a player with the Bills, as primarily a backup. As a coach, he won the Super Bowl with the Eagles as their offensive coordinator. And he, of course, he got Carson Wentz to perform pretty well with the Eagles and during that stint with the Colts. That's something we talked about when Carson Wentz got re-signed. Frank Reich, 27 touchdowns, 7 picks for Carson Wentz. He made him look pretty good. I don't know. If I'm Frank Reich right now, he'll get another job. He'll probably have to do I'm a quarterback's coach, and then I'm an offensive coordinator. He probably will not get another head coaching job. But I'm just going to say it. This owner's firing everybody super fast. He was super fast and involved with the draft process as an owner. And this ain't Jerry Jones we're talking about here. This is David Tepper. All right? Jerry Jones has been around football for 40 years, 50 years. All right? David Tepper, not so much. Matt Rule, fired. Frank Reich, fired. Everything looks like a bad idea from this owner. Don't get me wrong. Frank Reich was not doing the job, but David Tepper looks like a disaster as an owner. He really does. Oh, wow. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. Look, when a team fires a coach during his first season after having been hired on a 4-year deal, it's a train wreck. And they don't have their draft pick now. Who knows whether Bryce Young can play, frankly? Nobody knows. Adam Thielen is your best weapon, and on a good team, he would be a 3rd right now. A 3rd wide receiver. He's the number 1. This team is devoid of talent, devoid of offensive weapons. The offensive line isn't good. You don't know what you have with Bryce Young. My gut feeling, though, is they got the draft pick wrong. I'm afraid, anyway. But you don't know. Frank Reich, gone. He's out. See ya. Goodbye. I actually thought he would make it through the season, and then maybe he might get let go. He's out. Wow. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.